Hello, I'm Larry Huffman, and the fine folks at KTM have invited me to share a few of the best-kept secrets in the world of off-road motorcycling. The all-new 1991 KTM mint-condition model lineup. Over the next few minutes, I'll show you the bikes, explain some of the new features, introduce some of the people behind the machines, and let them tell the story. I think you'll enjoy it. Fact, at KTM we've assembled a team of more top names in off-road competition than any other motorcycle manufacturer in the world. Fact, during 1990, KTM continued to be the world's winningest off-road motorcycle. At the forefront of all KTM research and development efforts is the pursuit of World Grand Prix motocross titles. For us, Grand Prix racing is more than just a passion. At KTM, it's our heart and soul. During 1990, KTM was the only manufacturer to win rounds in every category of World Grand Prix competition. KTM riders Kurt Nicole, Jackie Martins, Kees van der Ven, and Franco Rossi made a shambles of the 500cc series, taking 4 out of the top 8 positions. And KTM's all-American wrecking crew of Trappist Parker, Mike Healy, and Bobby Moore garnered several overall victories in the World 125cc and 250cc competitions. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering how we stack up against the competition here at home, just ask Mike Healy, who made motocross history by sweeping the 125, 250, and 500cc championships at this year's CMC Golden State Motocross Series.
You know, the first time, I guess, in history of 14 years of the CMC Golden State Series, I was able to pull off all 3 classes by winning the 125, 250, and 500.
The same design and development that guaranteed KTM success on the World Grand Prix circuit during 1990 is evident in 1991 KTM 125, 250, 300, and 500cc motocross machines.
Now you're riding the KTM bike. It's really come and really made some waves here against the Japanese bikes. What do you think about that?
Yeah, KTM has really put a good bike together this year. We've worked hard with it and done a lot of testing, and I owe them a lot of thanks for all the help and everything they've done for me.
Finding the right balance of power and handling is always a problem on motocross bikes. Just having handfuls of throttle isn't enough. And the best handling bike in the world is worthless if your competition is smoking you from turn to turn. For 1991, KTM has found the answer. We increased power throughout the line and refined the chassis to house it in. We then added radically improved white power suspension components and created a real world-class motocrosser. The 1991 KTM 125 MX is almost identical to the Works KTMs campaigned by Mike Healy and Bobby Moore on the European GP circuit during 1990. Lighter, more powerful, with a lower center of gravity, this bike has earned its reputation as a giant killer. The 91 250 MX is based on last year's all-new 250 MX that was tested and developed by Brock Glover. The 91 offers substantially more mid-range and top-end power, housed in a lightweight yet ultra-rigid chassis. A model unique to KTM is the 300 MX, identical to the 250 MX and sharing the same technical features and improvements with one exception: 50 more cc's of displacement for great low-end torque and acceleration. Perfect for the open-class rider who wants open-class power in a lightweight, manageable package. And last but not least, the 91 500 MX, the big gun of motocross, featuring a new low-boy pipe and adjustable power system. No wonder it's the choice of 4 out of the top 8 riders in the world. Because it's important to look good and feel good, all 91 KTMs feature a new seat configuration, seat materials, and bold new mint graphics, a perfect finish to the 1991 KTM performance commitment.
Nowadays, there are lots of good motorcycles to choose from, with a variety of features and prices to suit just about every off-road racer and sport rider. But, just like the saying goes, you pays your money and you takes your chances. The same holds true when it comes to off-road bikes. Because I make my living as a professional off-road racer, I can't afford to take unnecessary chances, and I definitely won't settle for anything but the very best. That's why I ride a KTM. Last year's KTMs were pretty darn good. I was happy with their performance overall, and I won a lot of races riding them. But as a state-of-the-art off-road weapon, my new 1991 540 DXC is unbelievable. But hey, the DXC wasn't just built for the desert. This bike's at home in the Ozarks as well as it is in Baja. And KTM's Eastern Hare Scramble specialist Scott Plessinger has proven the fact by winning AMA National Hare Scrambles events on his DXC too. Listen, I make my living by winning races. If I don't win, I don't get paid. And it's reassuring to know that whether I'm flat out at 100 plus in Baja or dropping off a sheer rock face in the Nevada desert, I can depend on a machine that was developed by racers like me and built by people who really care about motorcycles. If it's performance you're after, KTM just isn't the right choice. It's the only choice.
The 1991 KTM DXC models offer the same technical advances found in our 91 MXers, along with a few important differences that make them unequaled off-road machines. Large capacity fuel tanks, ignitions with lighting coils, 18-inch rear wheels, O-ring chains, spark arresters, side stands.
Enduro riding is tough on the body, but it's even tougher on the motorcycle. I've been riding and racing KTMs for a long time, and I've always thought they were just about the best enduro machines on the market, but the new 1991 enduro bikes are out of this world. Back in 1988, the factory guys at KTM asked me to get personally involved in the development of the ultimate enduro bike. They told me that KTM wanted to build a bike that could win right out of the crate, throw out the rule books, they said, and come up with a dream machine. Who was I to say no? Well, the dream machine is now a reality, and it's called the 1991 KTM 250 EXC. Its newly designed engine puts out over 52 peak horsepower and features a new ignition system that won't let you down when the action comes to a crawl. Another important consideration for enduro racing is survival. Let's face it, you can't win events if you don't finish. We worked with the guys at White Power to create a reduced friction suspension system that soaks up the roughest obstacles without beating you or the bike to death. I guess you could say the 91 EXC is an enduro masterpiece, but don't just take my word for it, ride one and prove it to yourself. They're an enduro rider's fantasy come true, representing months of hard work, personal sacrifice, and intense testing by myself and a few of my friends.
For 1991, KTM offers 3 EXC models in 125cc, 250cc, and 300cc versions. Starting with the same new technical features and improvements as our 91 MXers, the EXC model line has been outfitted to meet the unique demands of enduro competition. Standard features found on every EXC include large capacity fuel tanks, 18-inch rear wheels, enduro-tuned suspension, wide ratio transmissions, O-ring chains, odometers, lights, side stands, spark arresters. And if you're looking for an off-highway approved motorcycle, the all-new 300 TXC model is the ticket. Identical to the 300 EXC model, the 300 TXC comes with an ultra-quiet exhaust system that meets federal off-highway noise standards without compromising engine performance. Last but not least, if it's a 4-stroke you're after, we offer the ultimate thumper, the 1991 KTM 600 LC4. Last year's pick by Dirt Rider magazine as the best open-class 4-stroke on the market. It's even better today, offering more power and better handling than ever before. Fact, we're not trying to build more bikes than everybody else in the world, and we don't have to. Because at KTM, performance means more than the bottom line. Because in the long run, taking shortcuts doesn't win races, and there are no shortcuts to building the best motorcycles. Fact, the 1991 KTM mint condition model line is positive proof that when it comes to selecting the finest motocross, cross-country, enduro, or trail riding motorcycle, the answer is a simple one: KTM. Motorcycles built by champions for champions.